Hey Rockheads, it is Tina Smash and Big Rick coming at you live from Louder Than Life in Louisville, Kentucky. Music, whiskey, gourmet, man food. And one of the bands that a lot of, I don't know about you, I can't speak for you, but one of my favorite on the lineup today, Bring Me the Horizon, and we've got Oliver joining us.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. I wanted to mention again, we appreciate it because I know this is not something that you're doing a lot of, so thanks for coming over and joining Big Smash Radio. But the crowd today, the size of this crowd is not going to bother you because every time I turn around, you're sold out.
Yeah.
That's amazing. This has been a good tour, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's still, 20,000 people today?
Yeah.
That's still big by our standards.
But at what point do you, if you ever would though, at what point would you be like, like 50,000 people is still not enough? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I don't care. I mean, do you remember playing in front of like small clubs and a handful of people?
Oh,
It's still great, right?
We still are.
Yeah.
We're not that big yet, so.
Well, you guys are touring still with A Day to Remember now, right?
Yeah,
How's that going?
Amazing. Yeah, really good. The tour's been
because
great.
you're going to be
for
in
us.
my neck of the woods in Charlotte in a couple days.
Yeah,
You're gonna be playing, so I get to see you twice in 1 week.
No, it's.
There you go.
Well, because I missed the opportunity to see you guys. Was it Rock on the Range last year or Rebellion? One of them you guys canceled.
It was Rock on the Range.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm excited to see you guys. Yeah, congratulations, by the way. Sempiternal is doing amazing.
Thank you.
I mean, you guys have been around for a while, but this album has really catapulted you into, I guess, mainstream in a sense as far as rock goes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess definitely over here anyway. Like, I think to a lot of people now we're a new band, which is okay with us. Like, we mainly play Sempiternal songs. We don't play a lot of our old stuff because kids just want to hear that, and that's fine with us. It's not, as a band, I think that's what bands always want to do. They get the new album out, but everyone wants to hear their old stuff, and they're like, but for us, we get to play all our new stuff, which is cool.
I went to the UK for the first time last year. I actually know Andy Snape and Craig and everybody.
Cool.
They're great guys. That's who we hung out with, and we went to Sonosphere, and we got to see Black Sabbath and stuff. And my first time over there, so I did notice that the rock scene there is like crazier than it is here, and I'm not sure why that is. Is it because they're not as spoiled as we are here in the States because we're constantly having rock shows? Do you think that's what it is?
Yeah, maybe. You get your pick. You know what I mean? It's where it was bred and it started. And for English bands to come over to America, it's a lot harder. It's like you guys either like us or you just don't care, and that's it. So there's not much in between. But for England, it's like when bands like Black Sabbath and stuff come over, it's like crazy, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do you think it's that they just don't like you here in the States, or they're just unfamiliar? Because, I mean, you guys are a lot harder than some of the rock bands to our standards here. You know what I mean? Which we love that you guys are harder, and I think that's what we need. So, do you think it's just an unfamiliar thing?
No, I think the problem is a lot of the bands that have tried to break America sound too much like American bands, and
maybe,
Good point. They're American bands that already do it, and I think now, with the younger English bands that are coming out and stuff, they're maybe influenced by bands that might be from America, but they're doing it different. Like, I like to think we do what we do different to anyone else, and we're doing something that no one else has done before and put a twist on it. And I think that's what a lot of English bands that are coming over now, they don't sound like anyone else. They might be like reminiscent of one of your favourite bands from America, but it's got something different to it rather than just like a cheap imitation.
Yeah, well, you guys are definitely doing something right. You're selling thousands and thousands of records, and you're selling out your shows without radio love for a lot of radio stations. We play you. I know his station plays you. I mean, we love you guys.
It's getting a lot better, definitely. Like since Sempiternal, and definitely with our last single that came out here, "Can You Feel My Heart?" That's
it's a power for us. I mean, we're spinning the shit out of it.
When we play that song every night now, you can tell that we're like, it must be getting played on radios, because all the Day to Remember shows, it's just like, the set's really good, and then we play that song, and it's just absolutely insane. So
that's got to be such a surreal feeling to see everybody singing.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's just really cool.
Especially so far from home too.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
you're every place I would imagine you've gone to in America, so it's just different. I mean, has to be something.
It's just nice to see that kind of stuff works. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't make it. We get played on the radio in England stuff, but in England, you already like us, or you don't. You know, like to see that it's actually having an impact over here is really cool for us.
Radio in England's weird, though. Is it Radio 1? Is that what it's? And I met the guy who runs it when I was at Sonosphere, and it's, I don't know if you know this or not, but it's weird because they'll play like Cyndi Lauper and then they'll play a Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah.
And it's not like it is here where you have different genres of
music.
music.
Oh no, again, it's like you go in the car and you turn the radio on and you listen to Radio 1, that's it. It's like, unless you're an old person and you want to go and listen to like Radio 2 for just, I don't know, whatever they do, but like, it's not like here where you go, don't want to listen to rave, or they want to listen to rock, or they
Yeah.
want to listen to pop, and you've got all these channels. It's like you tune into Radio 1 and listen to, so it's a lot harder for them. Because people just turn off if bands like us come on the radio.
Yeah.
And then, so but they want bands like us on the radio. But they have to, obviously.
Well, where do most people get their music then in the UK? Do they listen to the radio, or do they just get
Yeah,
it from
people listen to the radio. I mean, that's one good thing, is people have got a much broader taste in music and stuff, and like people can like all genres, and we're a lot less elitist. Like, we like rock, we like pop, we like hip hop. It's all. We don't have that same thing, whereas in America it's a bit like you either like rock or you like hip hop, because you've got a source for it. So, but I mean, with the internet and stuff now, it's not. That's where people get.
And here in the States, rock to us, or to a lot of rock listeners, like I listen to all types of music, but a lot of rock listeners, it's their lifestyle,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
they don't veer off to anything else. So, also congratulations on the award in Cleveland.
Oh, thank you.
You won, was it? I know you got Best International Band, but then in Cleveland you won Best Rock Band, was it? Or
Best Album.
Best Album of the
I
Year.
think, yeah.
You're doing pretty well with your band. If you're like, I think that's what we want.
But another thing that I love about you too, just from what I hear from like talking to Andy and people that know you, is that you're in this not for the awards and not for like you. Obviously, it's a good feeling, but you just
totally.
love what you do and you just do it.
Yeah, I mean, when we started our band out, we had no ambition. We didn't know how to play our instruments, and we didn't know what we were doing. We just wanted to write some music and play with our friends, like
But I think
local
that's what
shows.
made you
And
who you guys are, and that's why people love you.
I hope so. Yeah.
Because you're like, fuck it, I'm just doing what I love to do. Now you have a clothing line too, right?
Yeah.
So is that your main thing, or now are you focusing more on music now?
I mean, it's always been split down the middle.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I started that just as the same time as the band. It was actually my mum's idea to start a little business, because I was dropped out of college and I obviously had to go and work to make some money, and my mum saw what I was doing, and she saw what I was doing in the band, and she was like, why don't you try and do something on your own? I can give you a little bit of money to start something up. So I came up with that idea, and it kind of it's the same with the band really. It just got bigger and bigger, and it's just been me trying to keep up with it. So it's always like go on tour, I come back home, and I'm just like trying to do
we
job
both
there
have
and
our own
stuff.
businesses as well, aside from radio.
Yeah.
But I think that we're just hustlers, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to. I mean,
it's a lot of. I mean, I love what I do, so it's not like it's work, but it's not like unenjoyable
creative
work.
work,
It's fun. I
enjoy
get to
it,
like
yeah.
design stuff and make me. I can't complain.
Now, Sempiternal is different from your past albums. I was very unfamiliar with you guys before Sempiternal came out, and I listened to some of your past stuff. It's still hard and heavy, but it's a lot more positive, this album. And I know that, whatever you've gone through in the past has put you where you are today.
Yeah.
But it's funny because it's still a very dark album, but with more of a positive message to it.
Yeah, totally. I think that's like bang on, actually. It's definitely it's still a dark, I guess, content, but like it's past that darkness, so it's looking back at it, and
Right.
so I think it has got this sad quality, but it's quite uplifting in the same way, like it's not the last album, like especially There Is a Hell, I was in the mess at that point, so
Right.
everything I'm talking about is like I'm in it, so it's all sort of a bit more woe is me and how everything's affecting me, and looking at everything in a really bleak, one-sided view, and like whereas Sempiternal is like, I don't want to say I'm past everything, because I am in a sense, but
it's
you
a
never
process of,
you never want to go, that's it, I'm okay now. But
Yeah.
like it's all like after that album I could finally be honest, and I could look at how what was going on affected other people and not just me, and you can kind of see it clearer because you are clearer, so
Yeah.
it's a lot more. Yeah, it is definitely about dark stuff and heavy stuff, but it's more about like overcoming it,
Well, let me ask you, is it hard for you to, because I'm sure a lot of the fans now, who follow your story and whatever, is it hard for you to be almost like a role model to them? Because I'm sure that you probably are helping, and people out there when they listen to your music, they're like, well, he got through it and he's here now and he's still working through whatever he's going through. But it's almost like you're sending a positive message. So do you get letters from fans and stuff like, thank you so much, you saved my life,
yeah,
and stuff like that?
we get loads of that, which is cool, but
It's a lot of pressure though too.
it is. But I guess the thing about when people say, oh, that's my role model and stuff, I don't think those people ever went, I'm going to be someone's role model, I'm going to set a good example, I'm going to think. They're just writing about their experience and how they got through them and what they did, and that relates to other people. It's like people come up to me and say, oh, this song really helped me, and I'll go, well, it can't, what that song I wrote about, you can't have gone through it, I know it, but you're taking what I'm saying, and that is, I guess, the core of getting better. I think when I went and sought help and stuff, it wasn't the therapists or the doctors that helped me, it was the other people in the place I was in that was going through the same thing, and whether they were overeating, undereating, they had sexual issues, or they'd been abused, or they were self-harming, or they were drug addicts, or whatever. The problem's the same. It's all, it's all inside, and it's all you can talk about, and it doesn't matter what you're doing. It's like you connect on the same thing, and you go, yeah, that's how I feel, and that's just that resonating with someone else. It's not about getting an answer. It's not about like, oh, I'm so fucked up, what do I do? And someone going, this is what you need to do. It's just someone going, yeah, me too. And like that's why I think music is so powerful, and definitely like Sempiternal means a lot to people because the basic, I guess, feeling is the same, and it helps people get through it no matter what they're doing. So
the interpretation of what it is to someone else. I mean, whatever your pain is in that song may be different to what they're going through, but the way they interpret it.
When you split up with like someone, and like every love song sounds like they're singing about you, but they're not. It might not even be a love song.
How did they know she left me at the altar? How did they know? Are they following me around?
That's just how it is, because we're all just, I guess, the same somewhere on some plane. We've all got this same like kind of core, I don't know, emotions and feelings. So I think that's why it works. But yeah, like I'm not a role model. Like it just washes over you when people say anything like that. But I think that's the best thing about it, is how something that helped me so much, because that album saved my life, and being in a band saved my life because it gave me something to do while I was getting away from all the bad stuff I was doing. So the fact that then it can continue and help other people, that's just kind of like, I don't know, it's a bit magic, I think.
Yeah, very cool. So are you guys, I know you're just going to continue to tour with Sempiternal, but are you looking at some other stuff now in the future as far as new albums and stuff? Or?
Yeah, we're going to go start writing it next year. We've actually got a little surprise for everyone before we leave, but which I can't talk about now, but it's coming very soon, so if you keep your eyes and ears peeled.
Absolutely. Well, you guys are going to work more off singles off the Sempiternal album, aren't you? Or are you going to move on?
After Killing Few, I don't think we are, but we're gonna bring something new out, definitely.
Very cool. We're looking forward to that. So you have Jordan, the new member. How's everything working out with him? Have people embraced him? And
yeah.
Or do they not really know because you guys are so new that they don't?
No,
really know?
People do. Yeah, people love him, and we've been very vocal about him since he joined the band, and he had a massive influence on Sempiternal, and gave us the ability to do all the things that we've never been able to do before. And so he's loving it.
Do your record label people, and I don't know if they had any involvement with the Sempiternal thing, but did they ask you to maybe service the record more radio friendly when you were making it, or did it just turn out that
not at all? Yeah, I mean, because this is our first album on a major label, and that was our worry, even though what we wanted to do was that anyway. But they signed us up.
Most bands get nervous when they sign a major label, especially a band that's so creative like you guys. Like they're going to take your creativity away a little bit.
Not all. They signed it off the back of the albums we've done before, which is so heavy with no melody whatsoever. So they never looked at us as, oh, this band could be big off, like they could make some radio singles.
See, now I heard the opposite. I heard that they told you were going to be like huge, like Metallica.
Yeah, Metallica never wrote
think that might just be a label line to everybody.
No, they said that to us.
Did they really?
They totally said that to us, and we were like, you're going to be disappointed, but they said
well, I mean, there can never be another Metallica.
They said like AC/DC or Metallica, and like Metallica, they never really wrote a radio song, so they weren't going, oh, we see you as the next Avenged Sevenfold or the next Paramore. They saw us as the next heavy. They wanted us to be like System of a Down, or they wanted to be a heavy, like flagship band for them. So they was really happy with what they were Sempiternal, but they had no way any actual. They didn't hear it until we finished it, So, and they loved it. I mean, they never even said, write a single. You got to do what you want, but write a single, or do what you want, but they never even.
That's really cool, actually, because there's not a lot of radio or record companies looking into the future like that of what this band can be based off what we've already seen.
I think it shows they.
Yeah, I mean, I think they were looking back at like the era when metal had completely taken over the planet, you know, and Linkin Park and Limp Bizkit and everything had just dropped, and it was just like they were the biggest bands, you know, and I think they want that again.
Too with you guys, I think like it's so, as a radio programmer from a real active rock station, and Rick could probably agree with me, it's refreshing to hear a new sound because there's so many bands out there that just do sound the same.
Yeah.
It is. It's cleansing to the palate of what you hear over and over.
I mean, I think that's what's good. I mean, it's weird to hear like that the songs work on radio, because our songs have never worked on radio, and it wasn't a conscious decision to make them work. It's just in the same way as the singing now, but it's not singing for the sake of it. It's not like screaming then really clean vocals just because that'll get on the radio. It's like every time there's singing or there's cleaner stuff, it's to, I guess, like illustrate a point or to give you an emotion, you know. It's not just one or the other. It's kind of this scale of different intensities and stuff, and it's all got a purpose. It's not there just so we could get bigger as a band. It's more to do with actually having the lyrics stick in people's head and people being able to like feel more when they hear it, you know. Cause
it's even like a timing is you can't. This happened at the right time for radio. Like we're looking for something different. Like this is really a timing thing for you guys too, I think, which has really helped. Not only radio, but you guys. Yeah,
it's like, I think Mike from Linkin Park said, like, everything, they wanted to do a new album because everything on the radio just sounds exactly the same right now in terms of rock bands. Like, everything sounds like us, you know, so I guess, I mean, that's what we want. That's what we'd love to be, that band. We'd love to be that new, fresh band that get people into rock and metal, you know, because bands like Linkin Park were what did it for me, and I don't think there's enough bands like that right now and stuff. And
there isn't. I mean, there's a handful of bands out there that you know, that are going against the grain, I guess, like you guys. And, you know, just like with Five Finger, you know, when they first hit the scene, it was so refreshing, and, you know, and they just kind of blew up, you know what I mean? There's a lot of great littler baby bands, we call them, that are coming up, and, you know, and it's proof when you're out there in the crowd. Noon, you know, Islander hit the stage, and, you know, they're not a metal band, they're more like a Rage Against the Machine, but when you see, I don't know how many people you think were out there for this opening band, and they were singing every freaking lyric, and I'm like...
Yeah, and the Circle Pit, and I mean, it's Noon.
You know, and
that going.
Awesome.
It makes me angry when Gene Simmons makes comments, you know, like rock and roll's dying. You know, it's not. You know, it's just it's evolving into the new Bring Me the Horizon sound and stuff like that. So we appreciate it. Thank you for being awesome. Well, we really appreciate you taking some time to sit down and talk to us. And good luck. We're looking forward to whatever surprise that you're going to be announcing.
Now I'm just mad
because you don't know.
Yeah, because look at it, he's stone faced. Like I'm not telling this fat guy anything.
We won't tell anyone. We promise.
Oh, my management.
We'll wait for it. I like surprises.
It won't be long though.
Okay.
It's not long.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Oliver from Bring Me the Horizon, looking forward to seeing you guys today. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.